Good morning, all you fabulous people. I just want to get a market update out there. There's some weird things going on in the market, as well as just some interesting stuff happening. So I just wanted to get going. I didn't think I'd have to do this again, but we're on disclaimers again. Do not buy these first few things because the prices are just crazy, and I think it has something to do with people auto listing things and AI adjusting the price since they're the only ones on the market. Um, but the first one here is the Courage token from the prize wall. It's a promo. It's cold foil. It's a good looking promo, but for $37,000, I'd highly pass, especially on a lightly played one. But I think what's happening here, none have sold, and Magnolia Gaming Sealed is the only one that has any of them. And I think the algorithm just keeps updating the price every day, and it gets more and more and more expensive, and it just hasn't been caught. So it just keeps going up. Do not buy this. These are prize walls. They're probably somewhere in the price of $100 to $200 on the private market, or at an event you can win tickets to still get these. Don't buy these. Similarly, same thing. Embodiment of Earth token is also a promo on the prize wall. It's a cold foil. $22,000. Money better spent well elsewhere, especially when you can find these once again for $100 to $200, if that, on the private market, or still winning them at the prize wall at big events or events in general. Do not buy these. Magnolia Sealed Gaming or Gaming Sealed needs to update their pricing, and I think the algorithm is just auto updating these every day, a few more $100 expensive. Similarly, Titan's Fist Blitz deck, Old Hymn. This is just a token weapon from an Old Hymn deck from Precon from Tales of Aria. Do not buy this for $11,500. This is Little Root Games. I think they have another couple things listed similarly to this, where the algorithm is just auto updating on this. Do not buy this. Buy a Blitz deck. I mean, shoot, you can probably find a set of Aria Blitz decks for under $20 because all the heroes are LL, and that includes all of them. Maybe even 15. I've seen some people just trying to get rid of them. Don't buy these. Throb, LGS promo. This is from the social play kit. This is a little different. I think these are a little bit more scarce than the previous cards we just listed. But still, this is a social play kit promo. This is in the Melody kit, and these probably go for $10 to $30. It's a rainbow foil song, I believe, for Melody, and the last one sold for $16. Do not buy the Magnolia Gaming Sealed one. It's because it's the only one on the market. I think it just keeps auto updating continuously. I'd shop around. These are probably pretty rare because, from what I understand, not very many people were getting these promos, and I think the Brevant ones are going to be even more rare because of you have to order more Tolarian Community College product, the Round the Table product. It's a great product. I just think at this point everybody's gotten what they wanted out of it, other than maybe the Brevant deck, where Civic Steps is being used in all the Guardian competitive decks still in CC. So Brevant deck, if you see it, I think you can just buy it and flip the Civic Steps, and then you keep all the cards and maybe even sell the other ones for a little bit extra profit. Rosetta Thorn, similarly to the Old Hymn Hammer, this is just a token from the Briar Blitz decks, Precons from Tales of Aria, for $900, or let's call it $600 at that point. Little Root Games is the only one on the market with them again. And I think the algorithm is just auto updating continuously on this. Do not buy this. Non-Blade token from WTR. There's tons of these. Legendary Phoenix Games, same thing. Only one on the market. $640 for a token It's nothing special. It just has Reinar and Dorinthia on it, or Reinar and Dawnblade on it. Do not buy this. Edge of Autumn, Ira promo from the 2018 one. I think this is a little bit different case because it is a promo and the Ira welcome decks. I believe this is only the 2018 version, so there's a limited number of these. I think it's a special gold border as opposed to the silver border for weapons. $100 for this is a bit steep, especially when the last few have sold for about $4 or $5. I'd be at this at 10 or under. I wouldn't buy this unless you absolutely need it for a collection right now to finish it out. I think that kind of ends the disclaimers for this morning. Next, we're going to go back into heavy hitters a little bit. Grains of Bloodspill heavy hitters cold foil. I've been saying this legendary is probably the best one. It's going to be used in every warrior. I don't see how it's not, other than maybe Bolton, combo Bolton, where he just pops courage and then he just swings his sabers for 1 million with the Luminaris combos. 160 I think is probably a fair price. I don't think it's gonna go much higher than this, but it probably comes back down a little bit. Last sold were 120-ish. One did sell at 162 or 61. I'd just keep an eye on it. It's a great card. Using Kasai, probably Dory, and Olympia as well. The Everfest Arcane Lantern Cold Foil. I believe this is an EA as well. It kind of went crazy over the weekend. It was about $10 to $20 this past week, and now is close to $40. I think you wait on this. This is a great card. I just don't think it's worth $40 for a Cold Foil Rare from Everfest, which has a very large print run. I'd still be at like 15 to 25 for this card. It's a really good looking card, as well as it's a great offhand arcane barrier to allow you not have to use your other equipment spaces for arcane barrier. Next set of cards is promos. Runner from the calling promos, from the packages for entering the calling. $50 or $45 for this is a bit steep, but they did sell a good set of them at $30, which I think is pretty crazy. I think these probably stay between $30 and $40, and if a meta deck is using them, which I think KO is using these right now, they might get up to 50 or 60. There is only 4 or 5 on the market, so to fully bling out a deck, this is going to become expensive if runner's used in KO and it's the deck to beat, and or multiple decks start using it. Similarly, Double Down, I think this is a less used card. There's a lot more on the market here, almost triple what's on the market, but $21 for a promo. This runner and Talk a Big Game EAs were all in the same pack in the fabled and like legendary packages for the past few callings, and I think still for a few more callings. 21 for this is a bit steep. I don't think anybody really uses Double Down other than maybe Olympia and Betsy, but neither one of them I think are meta contenders at this moment. At least I haven't seen any top 8s of either one of those in Classic Constructed recently. Same thing with Talk a Big Game. I haven't seen it in any meta decks. This is more, I think, a Reinar card, and maybe you use it in Betsy. I just don't think it's in KO. But this card's pretty good as well. But for that whole pack, you're looking at like $100. Not bad for your fabled pack or your package cost. Like if you looking to flip these, I think you can flip them basically and cover your costs from the callings. Similarly, Raisin Army, the EA Rainbow Foil has gone kind of crazy. This Kasai specialization, 2 have sold at 50, 2 have sold at 94, and quite a few are listed at 80. And this was also an entry to the calling with the Cold Foil Centauri's Sellsword. I think at this point, if you enter the calling, sell these, and the runner and talk a big game, double down, all those, I think you're coming out ahead for the weekend and covering your cost, and maybe you get to pick up some extra cards for it. Wrecker Romp. This is the alternate art rainbow foil. I thought these were going for about 30 to 40, I said last week, and look at that, it's about 35. I think these are good looking cards. The regular Wreck-It Romp Rainbow Foil promo is about $45, so I think these are a little a way to bling out your deck a little cheaper. Good amount on the market. These maybe come down a little bit more. I thought more people would like the alternate art, but I don't think it's selling as well as I thought it would. Only a couple sold. CNC has gone up to $95 for the Arcane Unlimited. Let's refresh to see if it's $96. I think this is all around RTN. A lot of people need their CNCs. Not much to say about it. It's a generic staple that's pretty much in every deck. I think this is the last card that is really a barrier to entry. To get 3 of these at being $290 to get a playset is kind of crazy. But if you need them for RTN, I think you just gotta buy them. I don't think there's any really way around these. Bolton, his cold foil has spiked it spiked around Dusk Till Dawn and has slowly been trickling down. I think this still keeps coming down. A lightly played for 144 doesn't seem that bad. I think I'm in the market at like 100, 120 for a cold foil. Kasai of the Golden Sands is kind of the talk of the town over the weekend. I have one for sale, just full disclosure. It's not on here. I've been trying to sell it privately, but one sold over the weekend at $596, and that was too high for me to ignore for a card that is just going to sit in my collection because I don't get to play much in person. But there's a few listed this morning for about 500, but they're all 0% sales, 0% sellers, and have less than 5 sales. Just be careful with these if you really want the card. I think it's gorgeous, but I don't know if it's worth $500. Lightly played cold foil ball breaker. I think it could pick up about $1. These widespread cards I think have gotten too cheap. I think these are really good cards, but the problem is Vincett's really not in the meta. I'd be looking to start picking up these, especially the blue one at $1.60 seems way too cheap. They're strong cards. They're just not. I think the set needs a lot more cards to pop off. And lastly, Mischievous Meeps at $1.60 for a generic staple. I think this will be used in a lot of Ninja decks going forward. It was a great card. I think the rainbow foil is what I really wanted to say. At $3.20, I think is a steal of a card, considering you only get one majestic rainbow foil, maybe 2 per box. That's it for the market catch up this morning. Have a good day. Bye.